And we are back. Oh, we got Muggsy. Look at that. Oh, Muggsy, such a big kitty. Cat is huge. Borderline, registered, lethal weapon. Look at that thing. I can barely see less. You know what would help? My notes. The previous episode, the crew seeks out Moth, the black market bioweaver, to secure their safe passage out of the fringe and back to Steel Horizons. Before fleeing, the crew uses their hard-earned credits to purchase dangerous biological modifications from the sources. Dante buys a magical spinal stone that hardens his skin for an extra armor slot, while Lugnut utilizes a new elemental throat augment for cold breath. Moth is utterly fascinated by Jester's parasitic transforming arm. Offering a free experiment, Moth injects a strange gelatinous fluid into Jester's spine to expedite the biohack, which violently causes Jester to sprout leathery biometric wings. Moth charges the crew 5 bags of credits for the smuggling run and leads them into a perilous steam tunnels beneath the smoldering anvil. The deep tunnels are infested with steam trolls, intelligent ambush predators that can manipulate ambient heat. After a troll attacks the group with steam vomit, Flower leaps in as a human shield to protect the Moth. Did I lose somebody? Yep. Brad, are you there? Are you there? It keeps. It's because he's using Edge. It's kicking him out of the steam. There he goes. During the fight, Jester successfully hacks into Ghost's heavily encrypted laptop. He uncovers a schematic for an abandoned Ark laboratory on the eastern edge of Steel Horizons, revealing what Ghost intended to unlock with the severed Icarus VII hand. Suddenly, however, the shuttle is ambushed by the elite Azumi Incorporation, bounty hunters on hoverbikes. A chaotic aerial firefight ensues, with Lugnut's drone providing minigun suppression fire and Flower successfully hijacking one of the enemy bikes midair. The battle turns disastrous when Jester tangles 2 enemy bikes together with a grappler. A dead rider's throttle sticks, sending the burning bikes crashing into the shuttle's cargo bay. The shuttle nosedives into the desert and explodes, instantly vaporizing Moth and her 2 crew, leaving the crew stranded in the rocky wastes. However, as insect-like mutant scavengers known as harvesters arrive to pick apart the wreckage, Jester ignores his crew's warnings and attempts to join their tribe. Confused and slightly repulsed by Jester's awkward display of his new wings and mutations, the scavengers reject him, hilariously leaving him a can of dog food out of sheer pity before wandering off into the wasteland. Poor Jester.
And dog food, I love it.
That was a little homage to Mad Max.
Like that.
For now, I believe you guys had taken shelter in some nearby abandoned rocky, like sandstone cliffs surrounded by the desert waste of the fringe all around you, and had settled into your long rest, I believe. And where I think we last left off, you guys had leveled up. It is now the beginning of a new day. You guys are in the middle of the fringe. What would you guys like to do?
What level are we?
I think you're level 5 now, I believe.
Oh, shit.
Guys, I bet I can convince these insect guys to like help us out.
Might be able to get some more dog food. But that's about it. They don't seem to like you that much, buddy.
Like,
I'm following y'all lead because this is not my purview. I would assume we just need to start walking. I mean, is there a train or a bus we can catch out here?
It's like Dante's in
I
constant
don't think
animation trying to get the sand and dust off of his suit.
Basically. Damn,
It never gets clean.
all over my damn white suit.
You know how expensive these shoes are? They were like 1,200 credits.
What time of day is it?
We'll call it morning of the following day.
Okay. Is it like normally like? Is it like a normal desert out here where you want to be traveling at night because of the heat, or is it known that it is way more dangerous to travel at night?
Give me a knowledge on that one, if you would, please, Dante. By the way, I have 7 fear, so everyone's aware.
Is this
There's
hope here?
no active counter. This is a hope and fear.
All right. That would be a 6 with fear.
Did I mention I have 8 fear? This not
my area of expertise.
Yeah, this being not your area of expertise. You have no idea, Dante. You're like, this is so outside of your wheelhouse. You have no clue what to expect out here. Even worse, it's kind of like the Fringe is kind of like the boogeyman. It's just, if you don't eat your food, I'm gonna, you're gonna get lost out in the Fringe. Yeah. If you fall asleep alone out in the Fringe, something will eat you. Like every bar story that you could ever listen to and expect someone just to kind of overzealously kind of apply either a myth or superstition is about your only knowledge base when it comes to the Fringe. Yes, Jester.
I will cast quote unquote commune to get more knowledge about the Fringe. About that.
Ooh, I like that. Does that cost a hope or is it a spell casting?
Once per long rest during a moment of calm, you can commune with an ancestor, deity, nature spirit, or otherworldly being. Ask them a question, roll a d6 equal to the spellcast rate, and I get results. Okay.
Nice. So, as Dante begins to kind of mutter and ask the question, kind of both to himself and out loud about what to expect out here, you immediately kind of put your fingertips into the loose sand and gravel of the little outcropping that you guys are seeking shelter in currently. And you can feel a lack of life just about in every single direction. But you can also feel that the environment here is incredibly dangerous. The more that you're out in the wind, there could be risk. There's some kind of weird mutagenic virus that seems to be afflicting the area as well. However, your commune with the environment tells you that maybe about half a day's travel to the west is an old abandoned shuttle wreck. Rather large starship wreck, actually. And you get the feeling that there might be an opportunity there. There could be something there that could be repairable. Maybe there's communication devices there. But you're always getting these feelings like creatures are lurking just under the veneer of the desert. Like as soon as your kind of like commune magic reaches out and further out, things actually run away from your consciousness. Like they can kind of sense you, but they don't know what you are. And they either skitter, fly, or crawl away. But these aren't like normal creatures that you expect to find in Steel Horizons or the other areas. This is the Fringe. You get the feeling that just journeying through these dunes and deserts are going to be dangerous and could potentially be lethal. But so far, the only slight hope out there that you pick up on is a crashed starship somewhere about half a day's journey to your west.
All right. I've got a plan, you guys. And everybody rolls their eyes. So
I'm not rolling my eyes yet. I'm just giving a very skeptical look. Like, oh, is it going to involve the mutants again?
Listen, metagaming wise, I got a new experience that I decided to name Make Sure You Get My Good Side. So I'm gonna, I kind of blend in with everything here. I'm just gonna pretend I'm a crazy person and start making my way that way. And you guys can use the cover of me going insane to lurk that way. Get what I mean?
don't think
That's
you
my
need
drift.
to pretend much, Jester.
I'm gonna ignore that.
That wasn't very. That wasn't very helpful to the situation. But that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not arguing. I also have an idea. Wait, how many hope do I have? I have just enough. We haven't decided a direction. Have we, or are we going towards the starship?
I heard either we haven't decided an erection or we haven't decided a direction.
That's what I heard.
Direction. Direction.
I was hoping his microphone fitted out, but I don't like to.
I heard the same thing.
Okay, good. It's an old person problem. I appreciate
Maybe.
it. No, it's an old person problem, definitely.
Where the fuck are we going?
Hey, starships were
Is
meant
the
to fly.
starship in the direction of the city?
It's in a westerly direction, sure.
Well,
As best you know. I mean, once again, this is not a place that you're comfortable with. But as far as you know, civilization, a hot sonic bath, booze, food, everything that you've come to love about Steel Horizons is somewhere to the west.
well, my vote is for that starship because it is somewhat on the way and it will at least afford some shelter. So,
It's all right. All right. I was saying it earlier, but there was stuff going on. I want to do the same role, like trying to see what's the safest time to travel, day or night. Like I know there's no safe traveling. What would be the safer?
I mean, with what Jester has learned, depending on what he shares.
I'll share everything.
Yeah, as he shares his commune with the immediate environment, it's not really safe to be in the fringe at all, based on what Jester has figured out.
Okay, there's always going to be something.
Probably the better difficulty or the reality is that some creatures and some species out here are designed or have made it easier for themselves to survive out here. Lug is probably the one most equipped to do well out here, especially with his recent augments. He's also got a background in his nomad experience background. It's very common for nomads to use the fringe as a place to harvest technology, to interact with the creatures out here and harvest them as well.
I also picked up an experience that I called fringe benefits.
Fringe benefits. Well, and I would say, Lug, overhearing Jester talk about a crashed starship, that's both a juicy opportunity as well as a way to seek shelter near the end of the first day of travel. For you and Jester, it feels like a 5-day to 10-day journey to get back to Steel Horizons as long as you are on foot. But if Jester has truly found a crashed starship out there, there's a good chance you guys could locate a shuttle and then cut that journey way down, get home in less than a day or two by shuttlecraft.
Well, I'm all right going to the starship if that's what we want to do. I have learned an ability that could help us get there a little bit quicker, but I have to be able to see, not it, but at least, somewhere far along the way.
I can fly you up if you want, to get a.
Oh, that
What
worked.
I don't know what you.
That I just need a line of. I'm just saying, if we're inside a, do we have a line of sight right now? If we were just inside a little outcropping, I didn't know if we just, had to walk a little ways.
Well, Jester's saying it's about a half-day journey to get to where the starship crash is.
I know, but with the level up, I got blink out. I can spend a hope to teleport to another point I can see within far range.
This is beyond range. This is something you can't quite see yet. You get the feeling that maybe traveling 3 hours will get you to that point where you might be able to see where the spacecraft is.
Okay. Okay, that works. I didn't know if I could just cut it down, but yeah, I can. If we get close enough, I can get us there.
Okay.
I'll take the head and start making my way that way.
Okay. You guys watch as Jester exits the little shelter area that you're in, starts heading in the direction that he knows that the crashed starship could potentially be.
All right. I'll send Fam 2 ahead.
Okay. You watch as Fam 2 kind of like hovers up in the wind. The wind is buffeting Fam 2, but he's got enough power to kind of, resist the wind and is now kind of drifting out ahead to keep an eye on things.
All right. And I'll give whatever advice I can to survive in the desert. Don't walk single file. We don't want to hide our numbers. We want everybody to know there's a bunch of us.
Yes, break the numbers.
Keep in mind, Jester does not have his cloak on, and he is actively skipping that way.
Jesus Christ. Here we go. I will follow. I'm going.
See that
Like
plant?
I have a messenger's bag, and that's where my cloak is. Yeah.
There's some water in that plant. See that plant? That'll make you trip balls. That plant's alive. It'll eat you. That's about it. That's all I get.
And it's like, and as you're passing by things, I mean, there's a couple times where, Lug points towards something, and it just kind of seems like a very innocuous object. It suddenly kind of moves and then retreats into the sand. Or you kind of like through Lug's glasses as he's watching Fam keep an eye on things out up ahead, especially since Fam is slightly ahead of a skipping Jester. Like this massive carapace of a large insect-like creature kind of breaches the surface of the sand and literally goes back down into the sand just as like Jester skips across the insect's back to continue his journey towards the crashed starship. So far, nothing seems to be bothering everyone. However, the wind, the sand, and the strange kind of feeling of the heat, everybody's going to take a stress for the first journey into the desert.
Even the Emberkin?
Yeah, it's more about the environment as a whole, not necessarily just the heat.
Okay.
I claim foul. I'm not even African. That's bullshit.
Can I can make minor elemental constructs, right? Could I make I don't know, just small little, like with my nano mesh, or make like some small things to like just like sort of by people's faces to protect some of the wind and like stop it all blowing into their face.
Ooh, I like that. You guys watch as Kozak using that strange thing that he always carries. You watch as little tiny orbital wind tornadoes, but they're very tiny, and they whip out and they kind of orbit each of you, and then they suddenly kind of like sit as like a masked element in front of your jaw area, and now you can feel the sand and the toxic wind being buffeted away. And because you did that, everyone can have that stress back.
Oh,
Yay! I was just hoping to not like stack any more up.
Jester, as you're skipping along, I am. Give me a finesse, if you would, Jester.
Do I get to know what this is so I can use like my cat-like experience, maybe?
What would your cat-like experience be?
Well, cat-like reflexes. I'm more
Yeah, if you want to spend the hope and add that bonus, absolutely.
okay. 15 hope.
15 with hope. You can't help but notice that some of the areas of sand are both a cross between like liquid and a kind of like almost talcum powder like consistency in the sand. You're just about to step into one of these piles until you noticed that in kind of like a 2-foot round like radius of the area that you're about to step into, you could see these little tiny sharp teeth pointed out of the surface of the sand. You can see these like individual little frog eyes like kind of blinking the sand away. And as you stop before you step into one, you realize that you're about to walk into a field of these creatures. There are space to walk in between them, but just as you like crest that dune, you can see that everything beyond it is filled with these strange creatures just kind of sitting mouth up on the surface of the sand. But as everyone else joins you up on that dune, you guys are now at a high enough vantage that you can see a very distant silhouette of a very large spacecraft that seems to be sitting kind of slightly submerged into the sand. As you realize that is the spacecraft that Jester had figured out was in the direction.
So these creatures their like mouths are open to the sky.
Yeah, just barely. You could see they're almost like strange kind of inverted, kind of like suction cup mouths pointed up through the surface of the sand. Their serrated teeth. The wind kind of shifts the sand across, exposing some while burying the others. It feels like there's just an unending field of them in the direction that you're currently going.
how big do they look from here?
Maybe 2 feet around in radius as far as their mouths are concerned.
So they're basically like baby sarlacc pits.
Little bear traps almost, yeah.
All right.
Can I make a
I
knowledge
would
roll
like
to see if I recognize them?
Yeah, give me a knowledge roll. Non-hope, non-fear.
Okay.
Guys, I already know I talked to some mutant crickets, and that's all fun and games. But what if I talked to these dune worms? All right.
Be my guest.
Let's have
What'd you get, Lug?
8.
An 8? You're not sure what these are, but you've heard about creatures similar to this. They're called sand lampreys. These are creatures that can actually filter sand. They breathe through it. And their teeth in their mouths kind of catch like organic material that either rolls across. In fact, as you kind of are expressing this to everybody, you watch as one of the sandpreys kind of like jets up out of the ground. Its long body protrudes up, its mouth kind of shutting around something and then kind of pulling it back into the sand, and then like a cloud of sand kind of puffing up and then settling back down.
Did it look like the thing that it caught was directly above it, or did it like?
Yeah, it looked like something had either rolled or moved across where it was.
I think as long as we don't step in one, we'll be okay. But I want to find a way to clear them out. And that sandworm idea, that's not a bad idea. If we can lure a sandworm over here, we might be able to make a stretch so we can walk through.
Now, I believe, Kozak, you had an ability you wanted to try using. Blink.
Yeah, that's true. If I can see a spot on the other side of this, I could warp us all there.
Now, is there a spell roll for this, or does it cost anything to use?
Spellcast roll. On a success, spend a hope to teleport just myself. If any willing creatures are within very close range, I can spend an additional hope for each creature.
Ooh, that's a lot. Do you have enough
far range, right?
Yeah, I would say that with that far range, you could see the dunes that sit around the edge of the shipwreck, where the star shipwreck is. So you could see a point. However, I'm going to spend a fear. So I'm down to 7 fear. And I'm going to invoke a timer.
I mean, a counter.
Man.
A counter.
Damn it!
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
I love that line.
I know, I do too.
That's such a Gen X line. I swear to God.
I think that my even favoriter line, more favoriterist line is that little girl survived if all alone without any weapons. Well, why don't you put her in charge?
Yeah, that's a good line too.
Okay.
All right, are you spending the hope, Kozak? That's a lot of hope to spend.
Yeah, I do got to make the spellcasting roll, which
Okay.
this one does have its own difficulty. But then,
Go for it.
yes, yeah, I got +3. I got +3, so I got a 4. Yeah, 14. I needed a 12. I will spend. Oh, and that was with hope.
Okay.
Cool. So I will actually have one left. Thank God.
Yep.
Um,
So with that, describe how you pull this off, Kozak. As all of you are standing together and you're staring at that spot across the field of these creatures, right at the edge of where the starship crash is.
I'm gonna be like, oh, hold on, give me a moment to try this. It, it works on paper. Well, give me 1 second. I think I'll probably like sit down cross-legged, and I'll kind of like just take out the orb, like my orb, and I'll have it in both my hands for a second.
Yeah.
And I think it'll like start to like lift up and kind of staying intact. It'll start to like move in a circle around us, and then slowly start like dissipating to form a continuous ring. And I don't know. Yeah, and then like for us, it'll just be kind of a flash, and then we'll be on the other side of the sandlings, lampreys, things.
With that, you guys feel the orb circle Kozak first, and there's this like kind of like streak of energy where he's kind of like cast out, but the orb stays behind, and each orb circles each of you, and then one by one it streaks you out across the sand, and you can't really see your physical form, but you can kind of see yourselves crossing over the sand, and then each of you kind of landing in the dunes, standing side by side. And then Kozak, you kind of hold out your hand, and your orb, kind of a la Thor, kind of reconnects to the palm.
Did you use up all your hope, Kozak?
I rolled with one on the spellcasting roll, so look, I have one left.
So I have a new experience, and it's very complicated magic. You wouldn't understand. Can I spend a hope? Wait, do you spend 1 or 2 hope for an experience?
You spend 1 hope.
Can I spend a hope to and make that his cost for me, just to save him 1 hope, so he's not tapped out?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Obviously, and the way I explain it is, having knowledge of the arcane, I can kind of weave
Add
in
your own energy or something. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, thank you, Jinx.
Of course.
Can I look for a baby sand lamprey?
Ooh, yeah. Give me an instinct on that one, if you would, Lug.
Sure thing. And can I use my fringe benefits?
Yeah, spend the hope and take the bonus. Absolutely.
Awesome. Instinct. Oh, I just added one to that. Nice. That is 15 plus 3, 18 with hope.
18 with hope. You guys watch as Lug goes over to the edge of the dune that would send you back down out into the field of the sand lampreys. You notice that one of the lampreys is dead, Lug, which is usually an indicator that there should be a nest nearby. You begin to dig around the sand and you find a clump of kind of talcum powdered eggs that are fused together, all of which is cracked. One is actually beginning to crack open, and you watch as a small, like 6-inch sandworm lamprey kind of swirls out of it and then kind of curls up into your hand and immediately starts like biting and digging into your hand, not really causing any damage yet because their teeth hasn't formed. But yeah, I'll say that you capture one.
What a cutie! Hey, Jester, come here. Give me that dog food.
How the hell did you do that?
I have dog food.
Yeah, we have a little bit of it, huh?
If we end up with a giant pet worm, I'm going to be seriously.
I just thought it could guard the base. You know what I'm saying? We could have it outside, and nobody knows what goes on in the fringe, so people wouldn't know it was there, right? They're looking for cameras. They're looking for miniguns. They're not looking for a sandworm.
Yeah, but the floor ain't made of sand. Never mind.
This is a solid plan. I approve of your baby sandworm.
Now I just got to come up with a name.
As we're standing there watching this is when I lean over to
Sandy. You should name it Sandy.
Oh,
Sand.
There you
This is
go.
when I lean over to Kozak, and I'm like, and that's why I helped you out, because of all of us, other than myself, I think you're the only one with a full deck here.
Thank you. I worry for us getting out of this place, but I hope.
You think so?
I have to have hope.
All right, I put
No, literally, I have to have hope.
Oh,
Yeah, I make him a little nest inside a rum runner. I put a bunch of sand inside the passenger part of the rum runner and plant him in there. Well, there you go, and I feed him a little dog food. There you go, buddy. Cute little guy.
And he's like, cute little guy. The four of you see it. You're like, oh my god, it's the grossest thing you've ever seen. It's like a cross between like a maggot, a centipede, and like an inside-out lizard. It's just like the most bizarre thing that you've ever seen.
That sounds delicious. That's the only reason I'm helping feed it.
Is this like subtweeting in StreamYard? Is that what this is? What the?
I'm hoping the layout on everybody's screen is the same, because I'm pointing to Lug over there.
Paul Atreides. Oh my god, that's hysterical. Well, you guys are now standing on the peripheral of a very large spacecraft. From what you can see, half of it is submerged into the desert itself, like it's been gradually being buried and revealed at the same time. The shifting winds definitely gives you the feeling that this place has been here for a while. The sand looks like it covers it from time to time and then reveals it from time to time. There are signs that it's been scavenged, but there are no recent signs that's been scavenged. You can see that the back half of it is bifurcated and broken, but sealed off, and then kind of it disappears into the sand itself. The front half of it may be large enough that you can't really see beyond the front half of it. You can see what look to be like maybe access doors that are partially open that lead into the interior of the spacecraft.
So is this like, you know, small kind of rogue trader cargo ship, or is this like a cruiser size ship?
This feels like a large cruiser size. This feels like a large, what you would commonly refer to as a stratosship, something that's designed to go up into the very tall, kind of like stratospheric area of the planet. It feels large, and you can only see part of it.
Does it look like it's been there for a while?
It definitely looks like it definitely looks like it's been here for quite a while.
So it's rusted out and sand swept and
yeah, it's got that vibe of rust and paint peel and pitted steel plates where the sand has been sandblasting it for a long time. Definitely has that vibe.
But you know, these things were made to travel through interstellar space. It's probably the superstructure is probably still intact, pretty good. In any case, there might be like an escape pod or a shuttle or something and still inside of it that hasn't been.
I agree with Lug.
it's actually a really good idea.
I want to check on the energy reserves if I can get. Well, first I want to try and get access to wherever the.
Yeah, there's at least one set of doors that you can immediately seal or see that look to be partially open.
Yeah, I mean, unless Lug lets me borrow FAM to use its battery, but I don't think that's a great idea.
Just FYI, Jason, I have arcane sense, which apparently is always on. I can sense the presence of magical people and objects within close range. So it's kind of like an always-on detect magic.
Yeah, I would say you're not really pinging much with that right now.
Yeah, I didn't expect to be at close, but I don't know if I've mentioned that before. So.
I mean, if you need the guy, I can give you the juice.
I mean, I was just thinking we could head over to like a central console or something, and I could hook up your battery, hook up my phone, just rip some data off to see how long this thing's been here, and if I can probably get a cargo manifest or something.
Yeah, okay.
That's some kind of a black box or something you could access.
Yeah, something.
Well,
that's a good idea.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
If you fry them out, you owe me a new battery, all right?
I am so stupid.
What?
I read my whole thing wrong. It's like when I've been given advantage, I can apparently use a D10 instead of a D6.
Wow.
Look at you. That's practically twice the roll.
I know. I'm really upset.
All right. First to find the black box gets a bag of gold from the other people.
And I do know thy enemy. It's an ability.
How would you use it?
Well, so this thing is half buried, right?
Yeah.
And we found a nest of lamprey shells. Correct?
Yeah.
Could there be a lamprey in this ship that as soon as Jester walks into the doors, it could eat him?
I mean, you're watching as Jester and Lug are exchanging FAM so that Jester might be able to use its battery. Jester's like slowly approaching the partially open doors at the same time. You get the feeling that the sand lampreys are creatures that require the sand to exist. The metal flooring and the metal construct of the interior of the ship. You feel like that the lampreys would only be maybe exposed if parts of the floor would be missing. But it is strange as you stand there kind of postulating this idea, you can't help but notice that while you guys are all safely on the outer rim of this this scrapyard of a ship. The dune that you're on that circumvents this entire crash site, you begin to realize that these lampreys are all around you in a 360-degree angle, almost like maybe this ship might be a source of what these things are.
So I shouldn't do my ability.
It doesn't feel like they'd be inside the ship, but you do kind of feel like the ship may be the source of where these creatures came from.
I wonder if there's something that they're attracted to, like some kind of a noise or signal or something.
Know thy enemy is an ability. When observing a creature, I can make an instinct roll against them. On a success, I can spend a hope and ask the GM for one set of information about the target from the following options.
Ooh.
Their unmarked hit points and stress, their difficulty and damage thresholds, their tactics and standard attack damage dice, their features and experiences. Additionally, on a success, I can mark a stress to remove a fear from the GM's fear pool.
Ooh. By the way, we just went from 6 to 5 while you guys have been standing on the outskirts of the ship.
So
at that moment,
decide, like, would it be worth it to like learn about like their tactics? Because like again, we found a nest of baby and there's babies around. So I feel like the mom might be somewhere and it might be full grown.
I would say that Lug would have shown you the mom that he had stolen the nest from, which is the bigger lampreys, the bigger creatures that were nearby. However, spend that hope and give me an instinct roll, if you would, please.
Okay. I know. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm trying to play a game and you're sleeping.
Aw, Muggsy.
So you're adorable. Okay. Spend a hope and mark that hope off. Okay, I got +2. So 18 with hope +2, 20 with hope.
Nice.
And I will do the whole mark of stress so you lose another hope.
I'm down to 5 fear now.
Listen, if I fail, you get double the
Oh,
fear.
you didn't fail.
I know. I'm just saying, like when I do fail on this, on like stuff like this, you get double the fear. So you know what? I feel like at some point, because flower is brute strength, if this is a lot of a tactical thing, you're gonna get a failure from the flower at some point. You know, you'll get.
That's fair.
feedback.
That's fair. There is something in this ship that is the origin of these creatures that you are seeing that ring the entire perimeter of this ship.
Mm-hmm.
This ship feels like a possibly a bio creature laboratory. Or
I'm terrified to say this out loud because I feel like Jester's gonna run straight into it.
well, and Jester's like currently standing at the bay doors, like the little door entrance, and he's like he's looking
I know
inside.
Jester's at the bay doors. Is anybody like near me?
I would say Dante and Kozak are near you, while Lug and Jester are near the doors.
At them and be like, I don't know if it's a good idea to go into this ship. I really think that it is the source of all of these creatures.
It sounds like I'm going to agree with you because this is again outside of my purview. But is this fucking thing alien?
I think so.
Are spaceships a thing?
They are strataships, cruisers, but
Are aliens a thing?
they can be.
I don't want
I
to.
mean, it's a big world. It's a
I
big,
don't
strange world that you're in. I mean,
Because that
Let's bring it back down to Earth level. Even if it is an alien, there's something seriously fucked up going on in
it's
there.
about to be like a space hugger on Jester's space.
Yeah, I mean, this could be some kind of biological weapon, lab that they were using up in orbit or something. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Let us
Yes, I suppose let's leave with. I mean, we could make a shelter like just in the outside of the thing, use it as cover, right? It's gonna give shade at some like.
I'm
You make a
at
lean-to.
I'm at a 4. Everybody take a stress.
Like, I understand you guys are talking and everything, but Jester is like foot in the door, making his way inside because, like, I think
Jester,
finding a black box is a great
Jester,
idea.
hold on a second.
Hey,
Before you rush in.
let Fam or Rummy do it first before you go in there.
I'm gonna nature's tongue this. I'm gonna tongue this ship.
Tongue the ship. It sounds filthy. What does nature's tongue do again? Is that the commune ability?
Well, I have a commune ability.
Well, but you can only do that once per long rest, which you already did.
Right. Nature's tongue lets me talk to the world, basically.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna use Fam.
Hold on. Before you cannibalize my droid.
No. I'm not gonna kill it.
I think I got a spare battery in my backpack, and I'm going to use nomadic pack, which I can use to find random objects that I might need.
Okay.
Once per day.
You love it.
I had to spend a hope, so I do that. And I rummage through my bag, and I'm like, throwing shit over my shoulder, and I'm like, oh, look, I found a solar battery, and I had charged it.
Anyway, I take that, and
Stick that in your head.
Well, apparently, since I'm not allowed to go inside, I assume there's like a panel near the door, which...
Yeah, I mean, there's some like degraded panel ports, tether ports. You can see like a broken lever that's been kind of like pulled out and down. That probably released the door. The door is currently like split open about 2 feet, so you could easily squeeze through into the entrance of the hall that you could see beyond. There's a lot of writing that you don't recognize as a familiar language to you. It's almost like a mix of binary and visual codex. It's a kind of weird visualized language that you're just not familiar with.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'll guys, don't worry. I'm just gonna squeeze like right onto the other side of these doors. I'm not gonna like go all the way in.
Just hold on. I could send my midnight spirit in there to take a look.
I just need to plug myself
I want to instinct this because I don't believe it for a second.
Well, I mean, you don't even really need to make an instinct check. You know that this ship is definitely.
Oh, I meant Jester. I don't believe Jester for a second.
I mean,
wow, what's there not to believe? You know,
you're not going to go running willy nilly through this whole goddamn thing.
No. I was told not to.
Oh, so you're gonna listen to what you've been told to do?
Right there.
Fine.
Is that what you say?
Yeah. Jester, I can't.
You know, okay, I'm going in. It's too late. You guys aren't near me anyway.
He just steps in.
Oh, whatever. I just want to make myself comfortable right here in the sand, get a little sun, and wait for his corpse to get out. Or whatever.
The marker is now down to a 3. Everyone outside the ship takes a stress.
I'll like stick my foot. I'll make sure my foot like can be seen from the door, while I like rummage over here, ripping off the wires and everything to like plug it back into.
Oh, I'm gonna walk over there and I'm gonna stand outside the door.
Are we taking stress from the heat?
You're taking stress from something that is building. You're beginning to notice strange clouds on the horizon. You begin to notice that whenever you move around, little microstatic bolts of energy kind of crackle around you. It feels like something very dangerous with the weather is beginning to approach, and then you finally hear that kind of sound off in the distance of the low rumbling sound.
Can I get underneath, like not in the door, but underneath cover?
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for cover too somewhere.
Okay.
I think I might we just step inside the ship, we just step inside the first like 5 feet, that's not going to kill us. The lab would.
As long as we all agree that we go in and we set up a little camp from a defensible position, and we don't go running through this fucking thing like a bunch of lunatics.
We stay by the door.
I agree.
All right, then let's do it. Apparently, we're gonna get.
And it's just at that moment, as all of you get into the kind of like the initial entrance, this wind-swept arc lightning storm just kind of suddenly boils into the area, and you could feel your skin begin to blister at the last moment as you all kind of dip into the interior of the hallway of what appears to be some kind of cargo bay or some kind of chamber where people would sleep. You're not entirely sure yet, but it affords you the ability to no longer hear the wind.
Does it feel less stressful in here?
I mean, it feels like you guys just narrowly missed something that could have done a lot of harm. And you could hear the crackle of energy. You could hear, like, you look over your shoulder out the door and you could see energy literally leaping within the storm itself, kind of creating these bursts of energy at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, that does not look nice.
All right, so what does it look like in this ship?
Where you currently are, it's an old kind of, it looks like a cargo bay of sorts, except to your right and left, they look like some kind of sleeping chambers. They're covered in this kind of like bizarre webbed and mucus kind of substance that kind of rises up into the ceiling and further beyond down in to the cargo bay beyond. It feels like you're in the beginnings of a hallway. And these sleeping pods, these sleeping chambers all look to be open, but very much kind of overwhelmed with this weird kind of mucus substance.
It is aliens. What the fuck? I'm out of here. Run. I've seen this movie. Goodbye.
You watch as like Dante runs, he heads outside, and he gets hit by this like lightning blast, and his whole body is like an X-ray. All you can see is like his skeleton and his blackened skin as he's in the midst of just being polarized by some kind of toxic storm material.
I can't help but think of Tom and Jerry with that.
Right.
For some reason.
I want to hook myself up to see if I can find where the black box is located.
Let me send out Fam2 first, just as a scout.
Yeah, and am I getting any kind of arcane sense now that we're in?
Not yet. Not that you've noticed yet.
All right.
And Fam2 is being sent out to scout the hallways?
Yeah, he's going to go down the hallway. But I'd also like to look at the caskets to see if there's any that haven't been opened yet.
All right, as you head over there and head out and you send Fam2 out, Jester, you start hooking up to a nearby tether port that looks a little rough, but you're able to take the battery that Lug gave you, and with your own manipulation of tech, you can like power localized panels just enough to see if they're either working or might have a deeper connection. Flower and Kozak, what are you two doing as everyone else is beginning to kind of spread out? And
I am doing what we said we would do and set base up right here.
Okay.
I'm going to be
Flower,
doing that. I'm going to be, I've got my staff, kind of at the ready. I'm just on lookout. I'm looking for anything like crawling around or whatever.
Does there seem to be any like spot where the mucus is thicker, like a source? Or is it just coming from down the hall?
It feels like it's just part of the atmosphere of the interior. Like you can't tell if it's old or new. It looks like, and I would say as Lug approaches where the sleeping chambers are, he inadvertently like makes contact with the substance, and it's like fiberglass hard. Like it would be almost like a fiberglass consistency.
Is it wet at all, or is it?
No, just very shiny, just kind of like has a very shiny finish to it, but
Okay.
definitely not wet or mucusy. Just kind of has that look to it.
Okay.
Flower, you're currently picking up empty crates and barrels to kind of build kind of like a defensive perimeter of both the door that you came through and the extended hallway that you can see up in front. You can still kind of hear little wisps of wind from every now and then, kind of pouring through the broken, fractured areas of the ship. And there's always this kind of dripping and kind of clicking sound in the background.
Jester and Love, both of you, this may be your expertise. This ship's been here for quite a while, it looks like. A liquid that we're here, the dripping, can this thing still have like coolant and hydraulic fluids and all that stuff in the superstructure, or?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I got it this time.
It could just be water. They gotta have water in space, right?
Yeah, but again, my point is, this is in the middle of the desert, and this thing looks like it's been here for quite a while. So I'm just wondering if that is.
I'm pretty sure it's like raining and like a thunderstorm outside right now. So.
Oh, is it raining? Or I thought it was just like a dry electrical storm.
It's almost pretty much like a dry electrical storm at this point.
I'm completely aware.
It could have one of them biohabitats.
You guys and your big words.
It could have its own weather system inside of the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know all the mumbo jumbo, but there could be a little rainforest somewhere in here. You know what I'm?
I would hope not. How the fuck would that still be working? Whatever.
Flower wanted to ask if she could tell if any of the liquid was blood. I don't know if any of the liquid's nearby.
Yeah, it's like an echoey sound off in the distance. Like you can see that there's just a single access hallway that goes deeper into other storage chambers. But there's always this distant echo of something dripping, clicking, maybe a skittering sound. It's kind of hard to know for sure.
I hate all of this so much.
This is exactly the point in the horror movie where somebody says, maybe we should check it out.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my results.
To say this, maybe we should check it out.
I know. I want to go listen. I want to listen to the clicking.
Give me an instinct on that one, Kozak.
I
would totally check it out, but I'm busy, Jinx. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I'm checking it out. But not really.
Oh, that is 18 with fear.
18 with fear. There is a pattern to the noise, almost as if something is like grinding or clicking violently for a bit and then pausing and then doing it again. It sounds organic in nature. There's something, maybe an insect noise. There's something strange about it, but it's not near, but it's out there somewhere in the ship.
Do any of you know of any sort of creature that would sort of make some like bug clicking sounds and make just Jester at all the goop and all the bullshit around?
Jester?
This would not be familiar to anyone. This is pretty foreign territory for everybody at this point. Okay. Jester, you're almost connected into a circuit tether that's giving you access to something, but you can't quite. Give me a finesse check as you're struggling to get through the barriers.
Of course.
Dante.
Is there anything? Are there any markings inside the ship? Directional markings, labels, door labels, anything that is familiar or would give some indication as to who owned this thing?
Actually, it's the lack of it that disturbs you. Like all the informational panels that have any kind of writing, it's a kind of binary writing with
So it's all that
like
same.
with kind of like a visualized hieroglyphic writing kind of intermixed with it. This is nothing like anything you guys have ever seen, like from a language perspective at this point.
Does the ship itself, just the way that panels are attached or built or doors operate, is there any, just does it seem human made or does it seem like alien?
Give me an instinct on that one, Dante. What'd you get, Jester?
23 with hope.
23 with hope. Lug, you're over by one of these sleeping chambers. And as you approach the chamber, it's maybe 6 feet in length, 2 feet wide. As you approach it, you realize that these sleeping chambers don't look like the same tech of the ship. They also look as if they don't necessarily belong here. And they have writing on them that would indicate they're owned by Ark. Within the interior of the sleeping chamber, the first one that you look into, you can see the skeletal fossilized remains of a human figure.
Okay.
I got an 11 with hope.
11 with hope.
Is it a hope fear roll?
Yeah. What are you focusing on, Dante?
I'm trying to get a feel for the whole thing, like just a very basic, like not this was built in, in Japan, but more so like, does this seem human, even if it's more technologically advanced than I'm expecting, or does it seem alien?
Steel Horizons, important. I mean, Steel Horizons is the city that you grow up in.
Mm-hmm.
Nocturne is the world that you know. The technology on this ship does not look familiar to you. You've never seen it before. The way it's designed, the way it's manufactured, this just doesn't make sense. You don't know of anyone that makes stuff like this.
Have I seen this before?
Oh. Flower.
Mm-hmm.
Because of your background,
Mm-hmm.
there have been rumors that Ark City number 9465 had a mysterious ship crash into it many years ago, and that ship was taken possession by an augment science crew. At some point, all the information and classification of that incident was wiped clean from all the historical records. This is something that you've learned through being in the fight pits, being in bars, being amongst crowds of people that are a bit on the hyper paranoid side.
We should not linger. We should stay here. And then as soon as it is daybreak or the storm has passes, we leave. I do not like this one bit.
Yeah, but we're stuck in the middle of the wasteland. I mean, we need to find some kind of transport, and this thing might have a shuttle left on it. Might have a escape pod, or I don't know.
I like Flower will gesture to the cobwebs and weird goo and be like, I am more worried about what this ship was containing. I'd rather take my chances with Jester's weird cockroach-like people. At least they keep dog food. Maybe we could bring them for transport.
Yeah, what about the storms and and the worms and the things and the this and
we
that?
We have Sandy now. Sandy can tell them to leave us alone.
It's like this little maggoty worm inside of Rummy.
A little maggoty worm.
Or we take Jester, and we make our way that way. We use Jester.
Just
I gotta say, Blood, I don't disagree with you, but I think I'm leaning with Flower. This just does not feel right to me. This is some kind of this is something way above our pay grade. If this is some ship that crashed into Ark and they're doing some kind of, at best, they're doing some kind of biological fucking.
Dante is right. We're not even getting paid. There is no reward.
Right. And at worst, this is an alien thing. This is some kind of alien thing, and we're going to end up like that fucking movie Aliens. Remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know if it is like Aliens, but I do know we are not getting paid. Where is our money? I do not see it.
we got to get back home.
Mark's point is finding something in this beast that can facilitate us getting home. I just don't know if that is worth the risk.
So, Jester, as all that's going on, you managed to push through what's an obvious augment firewall.
I was going to say...
You push through a passcode barrier by finessing your tether and pushing one of your crypto codes like through the firewall. You feel yourself pass through. You now have full access to the ship, but there are darkened areas of the ship due to lack of power. Somewhere on the next level up is the main connection to what would be called the mainframe of the ship, or the mother frame of the ship is up there, but it's dark, which means it doesn't have power. If you can get up there, tap into it, you might be able to learn everything about the ship.
Did you hear what he just said, everybody? The mother frame. It is.
Well,
I'm telling you, it's subconscious.
Keep in mind, Jester may not have said that out loud.
Keep in mind, you guys are busy squabbling over there. I'm a cat. I can see pretty well in the dark. I'm just gonna. I'll just write a little sticky note and slap it right there on where it just was.
Has Fam returned with his reconnaissance yet?
No, he is still out and about exploring the hallways. So far, his lack of return tells you he hasn't found anything dangerous. He's still out there looking.
Except for the face hugger sucked onto his little metal body.
I'm gonna start making my way towards the mother frame.
Yeah, I would say, Jester, with that initial finesse roll would be a combination of you learning that information, and then while everyone else is busy, you just kind of start using the shadows of the hallway to slink on down the hallway and start following the diagram that you've pulled up in your tablet to guide you in the direction you think you need to go. At which point you get down the hallway, there's a right turn, a left turn, it keeps going, but there appears to be a set of metal scaffolding stairs that lead up into the next floor.
Well, yeah, obviously, going up.
Okay.
I'm going to cast. So are we? Wait, is just Jester exploring?
Yeah, because you don't even know he's gone yet.
Oh,
as far as you know, he's still hacking the panel over there and trying to get his tether to work.
Yes, I wasn't really bickering. Could I, like, at some point be like, I know he was still hacking. At some point, be like, what do you think, Jester's gone?
Yeah, you just don't know how long he's been gone. So yeah, that's fair.
It was nice. It was nice knowing Jester. It was nice.
Damn it! I knew it.
Jester, as you're about to go up the stairs, there's an oscillating infrared light behind you as you recognize Fam is currently kind of doing a sensor sweep of the area, and then his light fades as he walks off into another section of hallway. These stairs look like...
Can I try whistling for Fam before he goes off?
Yeah. Ooh, would he give me a presence on that one? Let's see if he'll follow you.
$16, hope.
Yeah, 16 with hope. Fam's familiar with you. There's some little engineering tricks that Lug has put into Fam to trust the group. So Fam's oscillating kind of like light shines on you, and then you can hear the rotors as it kind of comes over and hovers next to you. So you're now standing at the foot of the stairs with Fam 2 hovering near you. Lug, as Kozak mentions Jester's absence, your little handpad beeps, and you now have a feed through FAM, and you realize that FAM and Jester are together, probably at a fairly far distance down the hall, and they appear to be going up some elevated stairs up into the next level of the ship.
Okay, I'm going to use a hope to ward into FAM.
Okay. Put on your cool glasses.
Hey, Jess, you find anything over here?
Yeah, you got to fix the speaker on this thing, man. I don't.
It's like a Jack in the Box. It's like a Jack in the Box order.
Oh, I wonder if I have a voice for that.
I know, right?
Log, can you speak up a little? I can't hear you.
I'm just actually found anything.
If I want fries with my order, what?
Please pull around.
I might have just peed a little.
Anyway, me and Fam are going up the stairs now.
Okay. Give me a fresh finesse roll, if you would, please, Jester, as you are
of course.
heading up the stairs.
$14 with hope.
14 with hope. As you approach the top of the stairs, you can see down another long hallway with Fam slightly over your shoulder. You can see a creature in the middle of the hallway. It's got wings, these weird kind of serrated nails, and these lanky arms. They seem to be vomiting something out of their mouth and building what appears to be some kind of cone-shaped substance down the hallway. They're not close, but they're not far. They don't seem to notice you yet.
Man, if only Flower was here to tell me how stupid I am, to give me a nasty look.
Kitchen.
Oh, great, good. Oh, we got to hurry up before they get back.
You could see that there's a split yet again. There seems to be a right hallway and a left hallway. The chittering sound is a bit louder to the right. You can also look beyond and realize that the end of this hallway is broken open out into the atmospheric area. So you get the feeling you're up on the second level. The back part of the ship that you remember seeing that was slightly kind of bifurcated and broken before, you're now looking down that hallway towards an opening, and you can once again begin to hear the wind kind of buffeting the outskirts of the ship. There's
Jester, okay?
There's also the occasional arc of lightning that comes into the ship, like kind of crackling as the sand and wind are creating like what could only be the oh my
Sorry. Can you hear me?
God, that's horrible.
Jesus Christ.
I am muting it, man. I literally plotched when that kicked in. Sorry. So there's like little like static discharge. There's other hallways that go other directions. The chittering and the dripping sound are a lot louder up here, almost like maybe the source is up here. Unfortunately, looking at your schematic pad in your hand, you need to go down the hallway where the creature is and then turn right into one of the chambers, and that's where the computer is.
How long have they been gone for?
I'd say they've been gone for about 10 minutes so far.
Okay.
But you've also noticed that Lug has dropped his specialized tech glasses, and he is currently in a direct connection with FAM. So he's watching both FAM and Jester at the same time as they're having this experience, and he's using his auditory abilities. Although he's deaf and blind, he is using his auditory abilities to kind of describe what they're experiencing.
Okay.
Yes, Jester.
So, Log, if you don't want to do this for me, that's fine. Just let me know. and then I have a plan B. Can you does FAM have like an alarm thing that you can like blare off and
like a klaxon
and send FAM back down to where you guys are so you guys deal with this creature? Question. Because at least you guys, the four of you, will be like prepared to take this on, and you can like get the jump on it.
Well, why don't we wait till they get up here? Then we can all fight together.
Can I hack FAM?
Give me a finesse.
Come on! We got a shocker. I got a little shocker.
I would have started walking, I guess, to the stairs. I don't know if Log was staying in the main room, I don't know if I would have heard about the creatures. So I'm still walking and just being like, God,
right,
David, Jester.
No, I would have grabbed you. I'd been like, no.
You feel the heavy hand of Flower grab you by the shoulder, pull you back out of the hallway.
Fam is with Jester. Oh. Jester is an adult. Let Jester do Jester.
The Jester is a young adult, so I got a 27 with hope.
Adult is still in the word.
27 with hope. I will say you harmlessly use your tether to attach to FAM. At that moment, Lug, you now have a shared experience through Jester's tether and through FAM, so you can still see and hear everything that's going on, but you watch as Jester has now reprogrammed FAM. What is FAM meant to do, Jester?
Well, first there's going to be a lavender overlay on everything with a Jester glitchy copyright symbol smack dab in the middle. And I'm gonna turn on whatever like alarms, like siren or whatever FAM might have, and make sure it gets the creature's attention before going back down and towards the group.
Gotcha.
I feel like Lug should get like a domain card that was Jester's. Right, because of this like violation of
right.
Lug's
I was
thing.
just thinking that
like you
too.
can Lug, you can pick a Dread domain card, and like once per day you can use it with FAM.
And I'm gonna hide around the other corner while
I got a question.
So, yeah, go for it.
That picture you have, that creature thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what this thing fucking looks like?
That's what Jester is seeing in the hallway. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
This is bad news for you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
And like,
I call an Uber. I go back out to the sand and I call an Uber.
Well, we want to avoid copyright. It's called
Uber. A fluber.
So it's like at that moment, you guys all hear this outrageously loud klaxon start to go off. Just
Fuck
this,
me.
like one of those European ambulances. Wee, woo, wee, woo, wee. Just starts going off.
We should kill Jester ourselves.
Jester, at that moment, it gets the attention of the creature, but then you hear a creature somewhere to your right. You hear a creature somewhere to your left. You hear another creature further up the hallway. Those of you downstairs hear the skittering nails of other creatures that start coming out of broken doorways and destroyed hallways.
Okay, so now if I may, since it's apropos.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
I'm freaking out.
To make this a little bit easier, I think we should assume the position
of like getting bent over and like we're taking it up the ass. Like
guys, we're fine. You guys are overreacting, okay?
Just FYI, I'm still right next to the door, so I might just leave you all there. Maybe not Kotek, but or Dante, because Dante has shown some reasonable sense of preservation.
So Jester is currently not here because he is upstairs. So I'm going to set Jester off to the side for a moment.
Well, they fucking fly too?
It would appear so. So from where you guys are in this hallway, because this is your entry point here, came in through here, and you're in this like storage area. The four of you are milling around here. Suddenly, all these doors open and these creatures come skittering out. Now, I'm going to activate immediately and take the surprise action, and I'm going to activate with a fear, and I'm going to activate the first creature to come in and immediately get into contact with Flower. Flower, as this creature slithers up towards you and its wings kind of wrap back down, this harmonic oscillating voice kind of cascades out at you. You immediately take a stress as this sonic blast hits you. You then watch as 2 clawed strikes come towards you. Give you a more visual perspective here. All right, see if I can hit you though.
God, I increased my stress, right?
Use Sonic Blast, so it gets advantage on both strikes. One is a 15 plus 3 is an 18, but the other one's only a 8, so that will miss.
Yes, the first one hits.
Okay.
I shall be killing Jester after this.
That is going to be 14 points of physical damage.
Oh, that's fine.
All right. I'm going to spend a fear and activate the next one. He's going to expend a stress and initiate swarm tactic, which means he will set out a call to the 2 swarms in the next room, who will then join him. Dante, you watch as these huge, like flying bug-like creatures swarm in as they contact with this creature as well. You're like engulfed by these swarming bugs all around you. He gets advantage on both of those strike. One will definitely miss. The other one is a 10 plus 3 is a 13 plus 1 is 14 to hit.
That hits.
Right. That is going to be 19 points of physical damage.
19.
And now down to 4 fear.
I will use my rune ward to reduce it by 6, so it's 13. Fuck. So it's still major damage. I'll take 2 hit points.
Oops, hold on, let me see something here.
Oh, and that cost me a hoe.
I have got 4 fear left. Let me put Jester out of the way over here, because Jester will be doing other things up above potentially. That'll finish. I'm going to give you guys the spotlight back, or I'm going to let you guys have the spotlight. Who would like to go next?
I'll go, because
Okay.
I'm going to immediately make a quick reaction. I immediately go into wolf form, because I've been so on edge.
Yeah,
I
makes
almost
sense.
demon form. I can't
Demon
help it. I
form,
just
yep.
go into demon form and start fucking people up.
And then I started blasting.
Then I started blasting. And I started yelling, "Where's Red? Where's Red?
Where's Red?" All right. And then I guess I'll just use so my dual staff. So when it's used, I forgot what we said. When it's used as melee, it's physical, and when it's used at range, it's magical.
Correct.
Okay. But I could still use the magic damage in melee combat, right? There's no
absolutely.
range. It's not like D&D where if you use range within melee, there's
Right.
okay. All right. And in that case, I will attack.
Look, that's so cool looking.
All right. So what do I have? Instinct plus 4 plus a D10. That would be an 8 and 5 is 13 and 4, 17.
What's your target? Because there's 2 swarms of insects, and then the main creature in front of you.
The bug, the main guy.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, and then I take a hope, which means I take a stress instead.
Okay.
Or I instead of gaining a hope, I take a stress. All right, the damage is 3d6 plus a d10 plus 3.
Nice.
So 5, 4 is 9, 10, 11, and 7 is 18, 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. That's going to be major. He will have to take all 3 hit points.
And then I'm going to use another stress.
Okay.
To manipulate magic and attack. Now I'll attack one of the swarms.
Go for it. Yeah.
That will be a 9, and 3 is 12, and 4 is 16 to hit.
16 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, so once again, it's 3d6 plus a d10 plus 3. Ooh, whoa, holy shit. That's 12, 25, 28 points of magical damage.
The swarm will take all 3 hit points of that severe damage. One of the swarms just scatters into bits of bug guts that splatter across the floor.
All right, and then I mark another stress because that was also a roll of hope.
Okay.
And I am done.
As a reaction roll, I need you to give me a finesse, non-hope, non-fear.
Critical. 2 8s.
Nice. When that first strike into the main creature that was attacking you, it broke and fractured the skin that was covering the body. And you watched as a mucus-like spray started kind of like spraying out of its form. But the last possible moment, you kind of leaned off to the side and you watched as it sprayed up against the blank wall to your left. And then you watched as the wall just kind of burnt away with this acid that drips down the side of it and literally starts eating into the metal of the wall.
That's gross.
Who'd like to go next? Flower.
I'm going.
Go for it.
Let's see. I mean, I'm just going to attack at first. I think I'll do this. Okay, I got so cool. I hit with 17.
17 will definitely hit. Roll for damage.
Okay, hold on. I would like to do 2 things. On a successful attack using my fist, I may gain bonus to your damage roll equal to my strength. That's called Body Basher.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, so 17 with hope. No,
Nice.
yeah, hope. That's hope.
Okay. Yeah, you gain a hope and you hit. Go ahead
That's
and roll
great. So I'm
damage.
gonna do 3 hope for another ability.
Nice.
It is staggering strike. Spend 3 hope when I succeed in an attack to temporarily stagger your target and force them to mark as stress. While staggered, they have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay, so I'm going to mark a stress, and they currently have disadvantage. Nice.
So I get to roll 3d10 and 3d6. So hold on. Okay, so that's 9 on the d6. Where's my...
Is it raining at your house there, Brian?
Now I'm fucking around with audio settings.
17 plus 9. 26 plus 4. 30 points of physical damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's going to take all 3 of those points of damage. Give me a non-hope, non-fear.
I'm pissed as fuck right now.
Yeah, give me a
like, I
non-hope.
did not want to do this. I tried to get everyone out. Jester and then sent all of them our direction. I am out for blood.
I warned everybody. Just saying.
I am out for blood.
I told you guys.
Sorry, what were you
As a
saying?
reaction, Flower, give me a finesse roll, non-hope, non-fear.
You said finesse. Okay, that's +0. So 20.
20, yeah, that was still pass. You managed to avoid the splashing acid as well. Does that finish your turn?
I did borrow hope.
Technically, you still have your move left, if you wanted to move.
Not because I'm in. No, because I want to. Okay, so I have a question.
Shoot.
So I have an ability. If an ally is within very close range, is Dante within very close range? I'm assuming.
Oh
that's
yeah,
Dante.
definitely. He's almost in base with you. Yeah.
Okay.
How big are these things?
Excuse me.
Bless you.
They're like 5 to 6 feet tall.
Excuse
Okay.
me. No, yeah, because I have an ability and I don't want to move away, but it only works if I'm very close range with somebody.
I would say Dante's very close. Do you want to execute that ability?
Well, it's would take damage. I can mark a stress to stand in the way, make myself a target over the attack instead.
Gotcha. So it's a reaction for you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But like,
All
I know
right.
you said I had my movement, and I didn't want to move too far away from who I'm very close in range to.
Fair enough. That'll finish Flower's turn. Who'd like to go next?
You guys let me know when it's my turn, because I am on a completely different
Fair,
stage.
but you could also hear the fighting going on down below at this point.
I've got, like, 4
Kozak,
guys
what
on
would you
me.
like to do?
If I want to do Rain of Blades, but I conjure throwing blades at all targets within very close range.
Let's see. We've got one in the hallway, one in base with Flower, one in base with Kozak. There's another one coming down the hallway.
Jesus Christ.
There's another one coming from this angle. Yeah, so I mean, I would say these two and this one would be considered within very close range.
Okay, so I will spend a hope and make a spellcast roll. That's 15. So I got a 15. Oh no, sorry, 18 with hope, which I think hits. It's one of those ones that doesn't say. It just says make a spellcast roll. I guess I have to beat their armor or their difficulty evasion.
Well, there should be a spellcast roll that's usually in the spell itself. I
Excuse
believe.
me.
If there's not, then you have to beat their difficulty rating.
That's okay. Yeah, this one doesn't have one, so I think it's.
Yep,
difficult.
go ahead and make your spellcasting roll. They are a difficult rating of 14.
Oh, okay. Oh, I rolled. I got an 18 on the spellcasting roll.
Fear or hope?
Hope.
Nice. You guys keep the spotlight. That's definitely going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And then none of them are considered vulnerable, are they?
They are not.
I didn't think so. It's okay. Oh. Well, that is 18 magic
points.
damage.
That is going to be 2 more hit points that they each take.
Remind me again,
Two.
very close range is how far?
I mean, very close range would be the equivalent of like 15 to 20 feet.
Okay.
Whereas close range would be like 5 to 10 feet. So it's melee. Close range is like 5 to 10.
Wait,
And
no,
then-
other way around. Melee, very close, then close.
It's melee, very close, and then close. So
Right.
yeah, so there's melee. Very close would be 5 to 20 feet away, and then close would be like 25 to 40 feet away, and then I think the furthest would
Okay.
be distant or far.
Gotcha.
Anything else you want to do there, Kozak?
No, I'll stay. Yeah, not
All
many
right.
other.
Who'd like to go next? Because you guys still have the spotlight. All right, Lug, you're up.
All right, I am going to go up to Dante and the flower. Put my hands on their shoulders, stick my head between them, and I'm gonna blast these guys with some. Let's see. How about some cold breath?
How about some death ray?
Let's see. This is a 9.
9 is
my attack
going
roll.
to miss, unfortunately.
Do I roll
Was
for
that
each
with-
individual? Or was that one?
Was it an area of effect weapon or a target
Yeah, it's
weapon?
a area of effect weapon versus the group.
I would say, well, so what's the area of effect? Is it like a cone?
So it doesn't have that much information. You can use this breath against a target or a group of targets within very close range, treating it as an instinct weapon.
Yeah, roll 3 times, once for each target.
Okay.
So the first one will miss.
Do I add my proficiency to that, or is it just instinct?
I
Is it-
believe it's just your instinct to it.
Yeah, I believe it is too. All right, that's even worse. And for the third one, that is much better. That is 19 with hope.
And the other 2
And
were with fear. Or...
Were one was with fear and one was with hope.
Okay. So go ahead and add 2 hope to your repertoire. You'll miss the other 2. You'll hit this one, so roll damage. But after you roll damage, I will be taking over since I'll have the spotlight.
That is 14 cold damage.
That will have to take 2 points of cold and is now looking very bloodied. We'll say it's the one in front of Flower that took it. So we'll say it now looks very bloodied. All right. Do you want to move at all?
If I'm disengaged, will that cause them to attack me?
They may take a reaction, but they don't have to take a reaction.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to jump back a few feet.
A little further back down the hallway. I am going to spend a fear and activate this one. He will use his wings to fly over everybody and then land in base with Kozak. Kozak, he will automatically use his oscillating attack voice, which will cause you a stress automatically.
That dripping effect is
Dick.
fucking awesome.
Oh, that was.
Well, that lets
Zep-
me know which figures are bloodied, so I don't have
Yeah.
to use a separate marker anymore.
That's awesome.
This is going to give the creature advantage on both of its strikes towards you, Kodak. That one's definitely going to miss on the first one. The second one is a 22 to hit. That is going to be 15 points of physical damage.
Ouch.
Why do you have such shit armor?
I'm a sorcerer.
I have like 7 armor slots.
All right. This guy is going to get activated. You're still upstairs, right, Jester?
Yeah, I'm at the top of the stairs.
So from your perspective, the 4 that activate near you chase Fam down the stairs into the below level, leaving you by yourself since you went off and hid near the corner. So you can already hear fighting going on down below, and then you watch as the other 4 chase Fam going down into the next level below. So to set the stage for you, you're now by yourself up in that hallway, where you have access to what would be called the mother computer in the next room through the sliding doors. But you could hear that the whole group is like they're down, they're already fighting those klaxons that set everything off.
Right. That was the plan from the start.
I figured.
Fine. Yeah.
Just wanted to organize it for you.
Thanks.
This one is going to fly over as well and land in base with Lug. Lug, go ahead and take a stress as its voice is active, giving it advantage on its 2 attacks. One is a 23 and the other one is a 21.
Yeah, those both hit.
That is going to be 14 points of damage for the first one, and then 9 points of damage for the second one.
Okay,
and
I'll use armor slot. And if it doesn't do enough to do minor damage, does that make it a stress?
No, it means you don't take any damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, like, for example, let's say it does a minor, you could use an armor to drop it below minor, which means you take no damage.
Cool.
Otherwise, everything below minor is pretty much a minor damage. Just keep in mind that sliding scale is the number below is minor, above to the next number is major, and then the third and final number equal to and above that third number, or that final sliding number, is severe or critical. What do they call it? Severe or critical?
Severe.
Severe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I take minor damage from one, and I use armor for the other one.
Technically, they're separate attacks. So as long as they're separate attacks, you could do the one that was minor, add an armor, and take no damage, and then use armor for the second attack as well.
Okay, I think I'll do that one. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take 2.
You just can't use armor to drop it from severe to major to minor.
Right.
But you can use armor for each attack.
Got it.
Otherwise, armor is useless, man. And then
Wait, why is it useless?
Well, no, what I'm saying is unless you can use armor for each attack that you sustain. So as you get higher tier, creatures can have 3-4 attacks.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where the real value of armor starts to kick in, because you can stagger your armor usage throughout each one of those attacks.
Gotcha.
The one thing you can't do is if you take a severe, you can't use 2 armor to try to get it to a minor. You can only use a single armor to mitigate the damage.
Yeah.
You guys will then notice another group of these creatures appear around the corner from the direction that Jester had gone in. That'll finish my turn because I still have 2 fear left, so I don't want to use any more fear. With that, it is your guys' turn. Jester, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna go mosey my way down the hallway and go to the mother frame, and then get that shit back online, I guess.
Yeah, give me an instinct to try to figure out how to get this thing activated.
You don't feel like a knowledge, maybe?
Knowledge, yeah, okay, I'm okay with knowledge. That's a valid point.
That is 2 8s.
That is a critical success, my friend. You automatically recognize that the mother computer is a augmented system that's been attached to a secondary core computer. You can see that there's a place for your tether to slip into so that you can have a direct link into this. You get the feeling, though, once you power it up, you're going to have more augment firewalls that could potentially be in your way. So give me a final finesse. And by the way, because that was a critical, you remove a stress, gain a hope, and I'm going to give you advantage on this finesse roll since you've managed to power up the mother computer, and you now have access directly to the port.
I'm also going to use an experience, my hacker experience.
That'll cost you a hope. Okay.
Finesse advantage. My mouse just died. Great. Now I have to use my trackpad.
Well, my index finger used to be longer, but back in the olden days, we could only use a trackpad.
All right.
Shorten my finger by 2 inches.
I guess
They
we
were made of
gotta
sandpaper.
we gotta even out the good rolls with the bad rolls. With advantage and with a +5, I got an 11.
11. As you begin to finesse your way through the first firewall, you immediately watch as everything in the room goes red. You watch as a digital counter starts running above the tether port that you put into, and you hear a voice, an automated voice kick in. Due to safety protocols and procedures, an illicit firewall hack has been attempted. This ship will self-destruct in 3 minutes.
Of course.
2 minutes and 59 seconds. 2 minutes and 58
We're fine.
seconds.
We're fine. They
So
can't hear that.
Yeah, that'll
They-
finish. That's all going on in the room up above. Also, Jester, take a stress from feedback that you get from the tether. So you'll take a stress. But you guys still technically have the spotlight. So who'd like to go next?
I'm not gonna go yet, but
Okay.
I will say to everybody, you might want to all move back. Did the voice work on that?
Yeah,
voice
it
changer?
came through
Okay.
pretty decent. I
Alright.
get I have this feeling that you burst into flames as well.
Well, yeah, kind of, sure.
Like a flaming circle erupts around your feet.
Basically, that means that I'm probably going to frenzy soon.
Gotcha.
And I now
Fair
do
enough.
3d20 to everybody within very close range.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So who'd like to go? You guys have the spotlight.
Is everybody hurt a little bit?
Yeah. Tiny.
I mean, has everybody taken like 1 hit point?
Kozak, you're on mute, by the way.
I took 2.
I
Oh.
took 2.
I have
Kozak
6
took at
left.
least 1.
Yeah, I've taken
Uh,
one. Flower has not.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I want to try one of my new abilities real quick.
Okay.
I think I'm good for now, but it's up to you.
You did take 2 though, right? Because this
I
this
did,
heals.
but I
1.
have
Oh,
I have 8 total, so I got 6
Right.
left.
well, I just want to try this out.
All
All
right.
right. So from the storage compartment of Rum Runner,
Okay.
the little lamprey pops its head up and like makes like a scream,
God, this
and
fucking
all
thing.
this stuff spews out of him and creates an area of healing around us because we're all part of its pod now.
Nice.
And I cast Healing Field. I conjure a field of healing plants. Everywhere within close range of you bursts into life with vibrant nature, allowing you and all the allies to clear a hit point.
Nice.
Wow.
I love that. I would say everybody but Jester, you're allowed
and
to
I
clear a
will-
hit point.
Yeah, I will now back off from.
Well, you're currently in
the
base
down-
with one of the creatures.
Oh, I am? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I still want to get away from Dante, so I'll take the hit if he
Okay.
comes to that.
Hold on.
By the
Are we
way,
gonna be?
I built a little rummy for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It is a little rummy. I think it's
Are
a little
we-
bigger than
able to get out of? If we go straight back, is that gonna be far away enough to not be within?
Yes,
Range
if you were to-
base?
yeah, you getting out of like taking a couple steps away from Dante would get you from very close to close.
No, it is just very close. It's not.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yep. So Lug, you technically are already at close range to Dante, so you're not.
Oh, okay.
close
So I'm
enough
not
to get-
close enough to be in his field of
Yep.
destruction.
Yep.
Okay, cool. then I'll just I'll stick there.
All right, that'll finish your turn. Who'd like to go next? Flower.
I'll finish this guy.
Go for it.
Actually, no, because he's staggered, so he'll have disadvantage. Can I go to the one that attacked Kodak?
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's right there next to you. So you can pivot and be considered in melee with that one as well.
Okay, so another 17, but with fear.
17 with fear. All right, they'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Let's try to see if I can do anything. Okay, so hold on. 3d10.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
Lug, I like that new ability. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
AoE
I like-
heals, baby. AoE heals.
I like the idea of Lug being like, "You guys look rough. I got something coming up." No, we're okay actually. No, I want to do it. It's coming anyway.
Oh, could I do Powerhouse?
Absolutely. What do you have to expend?
I can mark a stress to target 2 creatures within melee range. With a
Ooh,
Nice.
Yeah, hit the one in front of Kozak and go for the one that's already staggered.
yeah,
Yeah, go ahead and give me an attack roll on that one as well.
that was with the same attack roll.
Hey, Brad, did you do your ticket yet?
Oh, I did not. Sorry about that.
Sorry, my AI agent keeps sending me notifications, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the middle of killing a group of people here. I don't have time for
I
this.
did 27 damage for the first one.
Nice. It's going to take all 3. That one is now bloodied as well, since it took damage previously.
The second one I rolled. This one I rolled with hope. Let me just math.
I
The
said
first,
some-
the first one was with hope or with fear?
Fear. The first one was with
That's
fear.
right. That's what it was.
The second one I just rolled is hope, but I have
Okay.
to map. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I know. It's my worst enemy.
My worst enemy.
Does a 15 hit? I can't remember.
Yes, a 15 does hit.
Okay, so I rolled a 15 with hope on that one.
Okay. Go ahead and
And
roll
then-
damage.
Yep.
That's the sound the ship's going to make if
The thing counts.
Jester can't figure out how to stop the timer.
You better. Someone got us into this. That's super cool.
I said something to Leslie about how I think I'm playing a druid for.
Oops, sorry.
Hold on.
She's mathing.
9 plus 4, so 33 points of physical damage on the second dude.
Yeah, that's going to finish that guy off. I need you to give me a finesse roll, if you would, please.
Fuck. Okay. Fuck! It's with fear. I got a 20,
it's a
I got a
non-fear,
23.
It's a non-fear, non-hope. 23 will succeed. You'll
Okay.
dodge the acid spray from when you kill the creature.
Okay.
That will finish your turn unless you want to move. You still technically have your move.
Yeah, I want to get out of very close range or whatever the fuck Jester said. See, I'll go to the guy by fan because, you know, I want to fuck a lot of shit up right now.
Fair enough. Put you there. I am going to let you guys keep the spotlight. Who'd like to go next? Kozak?
I would like to. Shit. I guess I'll hit that guy that's right in front of me, and with my hand runes.
Yeah.
For a second, I was like, "It's a crit," and I was like, "Nope, it's an 8 and a 3." No, that's a 14.
Their difficult rating, unfortunately, is a 15, so that is going to miss. Do you want to move at all?
Oh yeah, I'm backing my ass up.
That'll back you up in the base with this one right there. And as you back by this one, it's going to use its reaction to send a claw strike at you. And
Well,
that
can I
is
use my reaction.
yeah. What would you, to that?
I
Yeah.
am your shield.
Yeah, that's going to be a 15 to hit you, Kozak,
Does that hit?
Yep.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
I'll mark a stress.
and take the hit instead.
Yeah, I am your shield. Stand in the way when it's a target of the attack instead. When I take damage from the attack, you can mark any number of armor slots.
Ooh, nice. That's going to be 14 points of physical damage.
Oh, that's just one. I'll be fine.
All right.
Wait, I'm built to be a tank.
You are.
I'm gonna tank it up.
I'm still going to let you guys keep the spotlight. Who'd like to go next?
All right. So has everybody moved outside of very close range?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to. I'll use my staff on the bloody guy.
Okay.
So that is that plus a D10 plus 4. Okay, I need to force myself to frenzy, so hang on one sec. All right. So I'm going to use Fearless, which is I mark 2 stress to change it to a roll with hope because it was fear.
Okay.
So 1, 2, and then because I get the hope, that marks my last stress.
Okay.
The roll was 10 and 5 is 15. The roll was a 19 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay, so the damage from that first is 3d6 plus a d10 plus 3. So it's 10, 16, 19 points of damage.
Ooh. Give me a finesse as this guy explodes into a cloud of acid in front of you.
Finesse. That would be a 19, 22 with hope.
Non-hope, non-fear. My bad. I forgot to mention that. But that'll
Okay.
succeed. You managed to dodge the acid that kind of recoils back onto you.
Okay, can I see the other group? Actually, no, I
Yep.
can't. I think I can't move it because it says, hold on. Yeah, when you mark your last stress. So I'm okay. So I just basically just go ape shit right here.
Okay.
So who's ever still within very close range takes 33 points of damage.
Why is this not working? What has happened? Sorry, hold on. Something's going on with my computer. Give me a sec.
And that's physical damage, not magic.
Okay. What is going on? Why is... Hold on. Oh, there it is. That was weird. By the way, they're currently chasing Tham.
Okay. Oh, the other group?
Yep.
Okay.
The other group is chasing Tham. So
Uh-huh.
how much damage?
33 physical.
Oof. That'll wipe out this swarm. And this one is now bloodied.
And then I kind of like assume back to my regular visage.
All right. Damn, there's nothing left around you now. That will finish your turn. Technically, you guys still have the spotlight. Lug or Jester?
Jester, get us out of this.
Yeah. All right. Let's stop that countdown.
Give me a hope, fear, finesse, or knowledge. Your choice.
I keep grabbing my mouse. I keep forgetting. I need to find batteries like yesterday. Finesse.
Any excuse to use your soundboard, especially now that it's actually working.
Well, I've got one more problem I got to work out, but it's 90% working.
21.
21 with hope or fear.
Hope.
Nice. You manage to bypass the encrypted security code, which immediately stops the countdown like the last 10 seconds. You watch as it starts counting and stops. You watch as the red light goes out, and then you watch as a secondary panel opens up, and you can see that you now have access to the core computer inside. It appears to be this round sphere-like object that sits inside of a static electrical gel where you can see like little bits of ozone electricity kind of popping off of it. It looks like you have to reach in and pull out the orb that sits inside.
Like with my hand?
It appears so, yeah.
Like I couldn't possibly. What do I have?
I mean, that's what it looks like.
Can I use Death Grip?
Ooh, what's Death Grip do?
It's a spell. I pull the target into melee range or pull yourself into melee range of them.
Ooh, yeah, I'll say you reach out with Death Grip. And this is almost like a magical extension of your telekinetic ability, like a force grip. Oh, I guess it's kind of like Jedi Force, right? It just kind of grips onto it and pulls it.
What happens is like electric tendrils reach, like jut out from my fingertips and make like a second hand.
Ooh, I love it. It's almost like a mage hand, but with techno beat. It crackles out. It grabs on to the orb. Go ahead and give me a finesse with advantage, if you would, please.
Oh, advantage. Okay. Let's.
Advantage, you get that extra D6.
Yep, 18 hope.
18 with hope. You watch as the force tendrils of the hand kind of lasso around the orb, begins to retract it. And as you pull the orb closer to you, you then watch as the channel that it was sitting in falls below, and a whole new kind of like opening appears where the other one is. It looks like you're now meant to put that into the new opening that appears in front of you.
I guess. Yeah.
You then force it in. It's at that moment as you force it in, everybody else on the ship starts powering up. All of you can feel like a low kind of thrumming through the floor and walls of the ship, and you can hear ignitions of explosion, like maybe main engines coming online. You now watch as your schematic pad goes active. Jester, it's pointing towards another set of stairs that go up again towards the navigational room.
I sure hope everyone's okay while I just mosey my way up to the nav room.
You start heading up the stairs up into the navigational room.
I find like one of the intercom systems like on the wall or something. I'm like, hey, is everyone okay?
Yeah, and it's like, and all that does is open up a nearby comm, and you can hear everyone swearing and cussing as they're in some kind of fight.
Oh, they're fine. It just sounds like any other dam with them.
So you're heading up to the navigational platform. I'm still gonna let you guys keep the spotlight for now. Lug, what would you like to do?
So first off, I want to use FAM to try to redirect that group away from us.
Okay.
Assuming I have control of them again.
You do. Give me.
What could I be able to use that as a movement ability, or is that a regular action?
I would say, give me a presence with advantage because FAM is your drone. No, because do you still have your glasses on with FAM?
Oh, my goggles are like constantly on.
Gotcha. So yeah, so you have an advantage because your goggles are still on. So give me a presence with advantage.
All right, that is Results. Presence is 0, so that's a 14 with fear.
14 with fear, so now I'm up to 5 fear. And I would say it's still a success, a partial success. So looking down the hallway, you watch as Fam goes this way, and he manages to pull 3 of them with him.
Cool.
While the other 2... It's supposed to be 2 more. Where'd you go? While the other 2 will still go this direction.
Okay. And for my next trick, I'm going to use another new ability.
Okay.
This one is called Signature Move. I can use it once per short rest. Let's see what the word is. Name and describe your signature combat move. Once per short rest, when you perform this signature move as a part of your action, you can use a D20 as my hope die. On a success, I can clear a stress.
Nice.
So this move is called Grab and Smash. It's similar to what I did before with the drones, where I use my grappler to grab one and swing them into another.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab the one in front of me and spin around and use my momentum to smash it into the one that's by Dante.
By Dante? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a roll for this?
Yeah, it's a regular attack roll.
Okay.
But I use a D20 for my hope die.
Yeah, go for it.
So that is nice. I got a 15 on my hope die and a 2 on my fear die.
So it's 17 with hope plus your modifier.
Yeah, plus my modifier. Work. Bones. That is a plus 2, so 19.
19 will
3d6.
Yeah.
I didn't bring any 6-sided dice.
How dare you? How dare you?
D6. That is 10 points of damage.
Nice. This one will take 2 hit points. It's not quite bloodied yet. However, because you smash them into the other one will just fracture into a bunch of gelatinous pieces. I need you and Dante to both make non-hope, non-fear finesse checks, if you would, please.
Okay.
Wow, a 12 and a 1. So that's 13, 17.
17, that will succeed. You take no acid damage, or you take no effects from the...
Oh, sorry, I got 18.
Yep, you're good as well. I am going to take over, since you rolled with fear on that previous check. And I am actually going to start another counter. This counter starts up because you can hear a creature on the outside of the ship that is now banging like so hard on the ship that's kind of powering up. The entire ship is like shaking. You can hear this guttural roar from the outside as well. And then you guys kind of all look down one hallway. You see like an indent of a claw like press up against the wall, and the entire wall slightly buckles in. So we'll say that's a 6. Going to spend another fear and initiate swarm tactics. So anybody up to close range is free to move. So Dante, you'll get swarmed by 3 of them. And they are going to use their swarm attack So there are 3 attacks coming at you with advantage. Let's see. That is a 12, a 22, and a 16.
They all hit.
A 12 hits you?
Yeah, my evasion is 11.
Oof. The first attack is going to be a 7.
Hold on one sec.
Yep.
So rune. Oh, spend a hope. Okay. I'm going to use Rune Ward for that. Well, that's still a minor, so take 1 point from that.
Okay. The second one's going to be a 12.
I'll take a point for that because that's minor.
And then the third one is going to be a 14.
And that one I'll use Rune Ward. Oops, hold on. That one will go to nothing.
All right. These guys are going to catch up with Fam. Does Fam have any health and stats, Lug?
Nah, it would be like the stats of a hawk or something. So like, not really.
Gotcha. So if they hit, he's basically just a pile of techno pieces.
Pretty much.
Does he have a evasion?
I don't think so. Let me look at what the description says. Spin hope, small creature, nature spirit, or critter. Targeted by attack. If I spend an additional hope, I can summon a spirit. A spellcast roll. Multiple times. See deal damage to an adversary. Yeah, it doesn't show anything about its like actual statistics, so I'm guessing it's just.
Well, say since it's tethered to your goggles, it'll share your evasion. However, if it gets hit, it becomes scrap metal.
Cool.
All right. Ooh, that is a 1 and a 3, which is 4 plus 3 is 7. However, the next one is a 22.
22 hits.
So he is now scrap parts on the floor.
Oh, Fam too.
Fam,
No! Fam!
Not Fam! Not Fam.
That is going to finish my turn. I'm going to hand the spotlight back to you guys. Who'd like to go?
I suppose I'll go since I'm going to get walloped. I am going to gulp down a. Oh shit! I forgot about my.
I could do my shadow restrain on those 3, and like if that would help set you up for something. But then also I could go with fear.
Forgot about my augmented resources. I'm sorry. What was that, Kozak?
I could do my shadow bind spellcast roll against all adversaries within very close range. If I succeed, they're temporarily restrained.
Yeah, I have shadow
which
bind.
makes them vulnerable, which gives you advantage.
Oh, that's right. But then if I mess that up, you're in more shit.
I'm gonna activate my stress tattoo.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend 2 hope and activate it twice. I can do it up to 2 times between a long rest. So I get 2 stress back.
Yeah, nice. Good use.
And then if I take a stamina potion, that's my action, right?
Correct.
All right. Then in that case.
And then you still have your move.
Right, but not my attack.
Correct.
All right. I'm going to attack then.
Okay. Did you want Kozak to go? Did you want Kozak to go before you and take the chance that they're all restrained, or?
Yeah. Okay. I'll hold off my attack. For now.
So go ahead and give me your spellcasting roll, right, Kozak?
Yes.
What do you have to get?
I think it says against all adversaries within very close range. So I'm guessing it's their difficulty.
Yep, their difficulty is a 15.
Thank God I got it. Okay. That's hope. I got it. That's like 22 with hope.
Nice. These guys are all now restrained.
Oh, neat.
Do you want to move at all, Kozak?
Yeah, I'll move kind of over to the right, like behind Flower, but a little bit further, like just a few steps down. Yeah.
Okay. I'll put you behind Flower. The creature that you were in base with will use its reaction to take a strike at you. It's gonna miss. That is a 3 and a 3, which is 6 plus 2 is an 8.
Oh. You're going to regret that when Flower shows you what for.
Dante, you watch as these like mystical shadows have now enveloped the creatures you're in base with. They are now considered vulnerable. You have advantage on your attack rolls.
All right. Then in that case, I will take my staff and try to wallop the first one.
Okay,
Oops,
go for it.
hold on. I'm going to turn off my demon form. There we go. So it is +4. Oh, with advantage, right? Okay. Oops. That will be a 5 and 3 is 8, and 3 is 11, and 4 is 15.
15 will hit. That's their difficulty rating. With hope or fear?
It is unfortunately with fear.
Nice. I will take that.
Right, so it's 3d6 plus 3 magic damage. So he takes 9, 10, 13 points of magic damage.
Nice.
And then I will split that again and attack another one.
Okay, go for it.
That one is going to be 8, 9, 10. Shit. 14.
With hope or fear?
With hope.
Okay, you gain a hope, but unfortunately you missed the target.
All right.
Did you want to move at all?
They're restrained, so
They would have disadvantage on their attacks against you.
okay. Yeah, I'll run like past them on the other side of the group and like kind of duck against the wall.
Okay.
Like right there. But so I obviously still have line of sight on them.
They are all three going to use their reactions on you.
Okay.
But they're at disadvantage. That's definitely a miss. That's definitely a miss. 8 plus 2 is a 10.
Missed.
All right. All three will miss you as you dart across the way. You guys still are. Let's see. You did technically roll with fear, but I'm going to let you guys keep the spotlight. So who'd like to go next?
Me.
Jester. Or Flower.
I would, just to get the ship up, but I'm not doing any combat, so up to you guys.
I like revenge for fam.
Flower's going full berserker.
You can go next, Jester.
Flower's like doing that quintessential kind of like, a streetcar named Desire. She's like, she's ripping at her tunic. She's just like yelling up in the air.
I would not go that far. 21 with fear.
21 with fear. That'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yeah. Here we go. 3. $21 points of physical damage.
Ooh, this guy is now bloodied. Since you did roll a fear, I'm going to take the spotlight. I'm going to activate this first one. Oh, wait, he can't. Can he move or he can't move?
Go back. I'm getting him.
I have to spend a fear to clear their condition, correct?
Yeah.
Otherwise they can't. Otherwise they can't move, right? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think.
this condition is cleared.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna activate this guy instead, and he's gonna come skittering down the hallway, and he's gonna get into base, into melee with Flower. It's gonna take us to it.
You're my girlfriend.
That one will miss. 18 plus 2 is a dirty 20.
Yeah.
That is going to be 6 plus 3 is 9 points of physical damage.
Gotcha.
Let's see. I'm also going to spend a fear to mark the token or the ticker, the counter to 5. As you feel, you guys see another imprint of another claw on the side of the ship, rocking like the whole left side of the ship back and forth. As something very large outside is trying to get in.
Get us out of here!
Let's see.
We're gonna die.
I'm going to spend another fear. This one's going to come and get.
Storyteller did say it was going to be a short campaign.
What's that?
Storyteller did say it's a short campaign.
2 attacks coming at you, Dante.
All right.
That one's definitely going to miss with a 5. That is an 18 plus 3 is 21 plus 2 is 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
That is 13 plus 2. That's 15 points of physical damage.
All right, I'm gonna use my rune ward first.
Okay.
15. That brings it down. Oh, it's meet or beat for thresholds, right? So
correct.
my minor is a 12. So if I have a 12, it's major.
Correct.
Okay. Then I'll also do a armor, and I'll take 1 hit point.
Okay. I'm going to expend another fear and move the counter down to a 4 as yet another blow from the outside creature rocks into the side of the ship. And I am going to... I've got 2 fear left.
Bless you.
Excuse me. I'm going to hand the spotlight back to you guys. Now, I think there was a request from Jester. So, Jester, as you walk up into the navigational platform station and you stand and you look at it, the entire navigational platform is wrecked. All the equipment, the devices, the panels, the connectors, all the devices that you'd use to steer the ship are completely wrecked. And you can see there's one panel that's slightly flickering and blinking as it's indicating that the ship is locked into a ascension kind of navigation. You begin to realize that the ship is going to permanently begin to climb very slowly straight up in the air. In fact, you feel it kind of budge just enough that there's enough activated engines that it's now slightly above the sand down below. It's beginning to do that long, slow rise vertically up into the air.
This thing's got holes all over the place in the hull, right?
Yep.
Okay, we gotta get the fuck out of here yesterday, god damn it.
I want to connect myself up to that one screen that's still working.
All right, give me a knowledge as you do that.
I'm throwing. I threw the mouse to the other side of the room. My hand keeps going to it, and I need to remember it has no battery. Knowledge.
Throwing it across the room is definitely gonna help. That'll fix it.
That'll fix it. That'll recharge its battery. Kinetic motion through the air.
Take the battery out and rub it in your hands.
22.
22 with.
I'm gonna spend a hope to make that a hope roll.
Gotcha. So spend a hope to make it a hope. I believe that turns it into a hope roll, but you do not gain hope. Correct. Gotcha.
Please
evacuate the vehicle.
You immediately jam the tether into the one powered panel that's left, and you can feel that the navigational unit is just completely fried. give me another knowledge roll as you try to figure out a way to bypass all the damaged areas of the navigational unit.
Hello? Oh, here. Okay. $14 with hope.
14 with hope. You do gain a hope. Unfortunately, you're unable to bypass through the damaged circuitry. There's a feedback tether, or a feedback through your tether as you take a point of stress, and that'll finish your turn there.
Yeah, I'm all stressed out, you guys. I'm gonna start taking damage.
Stressed out.
You guys are now up. You still have the spotlight. So who'd like to go next?
Oh, I can go.
Go for it, Lug.
All right. I'm gonna move Rum Runner up to my left-hand side,
Okay.
and the a little further back, but more closer to me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pop out the minigun,
Nice.
and I'm gonna use spray and pray.
Just starts.
Roll. I'm not exactly sure what it does. I think maybe it does like a small amount of damage to a large group of people, or
Basically, it whenever you use spray and pray, it does stress and makes them vulnerable as long as you hit. So go ahead and make 3 attack rolls if you would, please. Actually, to be fair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, give me 6 attack rolls if you would, please.
God damn.
Non-hope, non-fear for spray and pray.
Okay. First one is
Non-hope, non-fear, really?
Yeah, because if it's for spray and pray, if it's more than 2 targets, it becomes non-hope, non-fear rolls.
that's
Otherwise you just... Okay, gotcha.
the first one is 15.
15 will
Second
hit.
one is 17.
That'll hit as well.
Third one is 7.
That'll miss.
Fourth one is 5.
That'll
And
miss.
fifth one is 14.
You still have 1 more to go. There's 6 of them.
Oh, okay. Sixth is 9.
9. So, with that in mind, 3 of them will take a stress. And they only have 2 stress markers, so they don't have a lot of stress. And then the one in base with you, Dante, is vulnerable. And the one in base with Flower is now vulnerable as well. So there are advantage on your to hit rolls for those. All right. That'll Lug, you technically have your move.
Oh, well, I used it to move Rum Runner.
Gotcha. So who'd like to go next?
I can go next. I'm just going to take out the guy in front of me.
Okay, go for it.
Do me one
And
thing.
you have advantage because he's considered vulnerable.
Okay, is this normal voice or is this voice changer?
I mean, stop.
Maybe a lot.
Don't do it. Stop.
Demon.
No, is it a demon voice?
Demon
Yes,
voice.
it's the demon voice. Yeah.
Okay, then I figured out my issue. Thank you. Thank you for your cooperation. All right.
Well,
I'm just gonna...
to be fair, solving lifelong issues are a family affair. So
It's a family affair. All right. I'm just going to hit him with the staff. You said he is vulnerable, so I do have advantage.
you do have advantage, correct?
All right.
And there's like sparks as the minigun is like sparking around him, and ricocheting off the wall behind you.
Nice. All right. It is 12 and 6 is 18, 19, 23, but with fear, unfortunately.
Okay, I'll take that fear. He is now bloodied.
The damage. Oh, you want to know damage?
Sorry, yeah. Duh. I thought you did 23 damage. That's on me.
No, I'm sorry. That was a 2-hit roll. The
Yep, go for
damage is 5 and 4 is 9 and 3 12 damage.
Oh, he is not bloodied. That was with fear, which means now I have 3 fear left.
But I will use my
go for
last stress again, and I will take a shot at the guy in front of Flower.
Okay.
He's also vulnerable, yes?
Correct. So you have advantage.
All right. That would be a 10 and 6 is 16. That's a 20 with fear.
Okay, I'll take that fear.
Damage for that is 6 to 4 is 10, 13, 16 points of magical damage.
That one is actually now bloodied. The one in front of Flower.
All right,
is
and
now
I'm
bloodied.
done.
I am going to take some of that fear I just earned, and I'm actually going to spend 2 fear and drop the counter down to a 2, as there are now repeated strikes on the side of the ship of this massive creature, and you can finally see a little bit of daylight and wind as these claws, like one set of claws, like poke through the metal and kind of do that classic, like the metal curls. And this thing is massive. That's on the outside of the ship, trying to get on the inside. That's going to leave me with 2 fear. Let's see. Do I want to attack the tank or do I want to attack the suit wearing zoot suit guy? 2 attacks coming at you, Dante.
Suit guy.
That is a 20, and I'm maxed out on the other one. That is a natural 20 on the other one.
That's both gonna hit.
All right, the first one is going to be 12 points of physical damage.
All right, I'm gonna use my last rune ward, my last hope to roll rune ward. Oh, it's an 8, which brings it down to minor damage. So I take 1 hit point, and the rune ward now fails to work until my next long rest.
Gotcha. The second one is going to be 21 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. I'll have to use an armor slot to bring it down to major and take 2 hit points. I have 1 hit point left.
Okay, so you are now considered bloodied.
And I just had this suit wash too. God damn it.
I've got 1 fear left, so I'm going to pass the spotlight back onto you guys. Who'd like to go next?
And I would like to go.
Kozak?
I'm gonna do my rain of blades again.
Nice.
Because that hits everybody within very close range. Am I gonna get those 3 restrained guys?
And this is a spell casting roll or a to hit roll?
Spell cast roll that's against against the targets, I think. Yeah,
And that's,
against
and that's
the
Rain
targets.
of Blades. I want to do a quick rule check on that. Because I do have my my rule checker AI up. I just want to double check that rule. Because for some reason, I'm like one of the other Daggerheart groups made a spell casting roll for Rain of Blades to go off, and anyone that was a target that you could see up to very close, I believe, right? Or is it close?
Mine says throwing blades that strike out at all targets within very close range. It says targets. It didn't say creatures, so I
Right,
wasn't.
it says targets, right. I don't think you're supposed to yeah, it doesn't really say. That's weird. Rain of Blades is a level 1 midnight spell. It's mechanical details. Activation. You must spend a hope to do your spellcast roll. Range and targeting. It conjures throwing blades that strike out at all targets within very close range. On a success against a target, it deals D8 plus 2. The problem I'm having is that technically you can So is it a target or targets?
It says it strikes out at all targets. Targets you succeed against take a D8 plus,
So you probably have to make a spellcast roll against each target's DC.
Correct. That's okay. And the spellcast rolls are non-hope, non-fear. That's right. Because technically you have to make 5 spellcast rolls, right? Because you've got the 2 in base with lug and flower and the 3 that you restrain. That's what I wanted to double check. Okay. Otherwise, you could be handing me multiple fears as well as multiple hopes. So I think this is one of those spells where it's a spellcasting roll against the target that does magical damage, but I believe this is going to be non-hope, non-fear.
Because there's so many of them. Okay.
Yeah, that I'll go a little deeper into the rule book, but I think that's accurate.
Okay. That's 15 for the first one.
Yeah, that'll hit.
16. Second one.
That'll hit.
That's 2 9s.
That's a crit.
Do I get the hope and the stress?
Yes, because all crits are crits. So for the crit, you clear a stress and gain a hope.
Okay.
I just swapped dice and did a test roll, and I rolled 2 12s.
That's an epic crit.
And wasted.
That's an 11. That's a miss.
Okay.
I think was that the 4th or the 5th one?
That was the 5th one because you hit, crit, and then missed.
Okay, so now it's just
so
damage.
For the one in front of Lug, roll damage.
And then are these guys are all technically vulnerable, right?
Yes, they are actually.
Okay, then I get to add that extra D8
to the 9.
Okay. That's 12, 15, 16 plus that's 22 damage to that guy.
Okay. That guy will die in a spray of bug wash.
That's 13. That's 20. That's 25 magic damage.
Yeah, that one will die in a spray of bug wash.
That's another 22.
This guy is now bloodied. Now for the crit, you max the die and roll it again and then add your modifier.
Okay, so I'm doing 48 right now. So that's
32.
32. That's another 22.
So that's 54 points of damage. We're gonna say that one just squashed. That one just like the blades just dice it up into like a cloud.
And then they lost, and then that guy misses. Yeah, that one.
Yep.
There was enough. I didn't just quite distribute them right, so that guy. None of them hit that guy, but just all most of them hit the one guy.
And you guys still have the spotlight. Who'd like to go next? Flower?
Or I'd like to take out the 2.
Okay.
Wait.
You into melee with them?
Yeah.
They are considered vulnerable. I haven't cleared their condition, so you have advantage.
Oh.
10.
I'm gonna hold on. Let me mark my stress. This is my final stress. So I can do this. You said a 10?
Your advantage is a D10, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I was just super confused by what you were saying. That's a 10 plus 11 plus 7 plus 4. I can do it. 21, 28, 32. With fear. but 30.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit with fear. Go ahead and roll damage.
8, 13, 16 plus 21, 30 plus 34 physical damage.
Oof, this guy is. Give me a finesse roll. Non-hope, non-fear.
4.
4.
Yeah.
You will mark a stress for.
Okay, so if I did all my stress, does that just go HP?
Yeah, it's automatically a hit point.
Okay.
I'm going to take over quickly. Drop the counter from a 2 to a 1. I am going to force. I'm going to spend my last fear. Jester, give me a knowledge roll at disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage.
You're staring at the panel. There's 2 options. You're not sure which one to pick. If you beat a DC 15 or higher, I will tell you which is the right option. If you fail the check, then the outcome is randomized.
What a disadvantage is he takes a D6 and minus that, right?
Yep.
Fuck.
Do you have any abilities or anything you'd like to use for this there, Jester?
I mean, realistically, just nature's tongue again.
Which is...
Talk to the computer. You're like,
talk to
hey,
the
what's the
computer.
right one?
I would say I will lower the DC to a 13 because it speaks with computer.
Gotcha.
So you got to get a 13 or higher to figure out which switch to flip.
Okay. It's a 14 with hope.
Did you roll with disadvantage?
Yes. It's a 14 with hope.
Fuck me.
With that...
Wait, hold on 1 second.
Well, keep in mind, he beat the 13, so he's going to know which one to flip.
Yeah.
So,
I can't
Jester,
do it
your
anymore.
hand hovers over a translated word called fold space, and then the other switch says vertical launch. Which one would you like to hit?
What was the first one?
Fold space.
Fold space. You know what? I kind of want to see what happens.
I think we all have a morbid interest in
Oh my god! This would be a good stopping point. Is as his finger is over the button.
Yeah, I'm way ahead of you.
All right, how about this? I'm gonna DM storyteller my answer. So when we come back,
I love it. So yeah. So we'll finish right here. I love that. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic! I love it.
Oh my god.
I don't want to wait 2 weeks to hear what the option is.
Well, that'll give us all time to create new characters.
Listen, it's either fold space or whatever the other one was.
Vertical launch.
And I want to thank everyone for joining us, and we will be back in 2 weeks. Guess what, folks? In 2 weeks, it is the 25th. Summer's kind of over for everybody at this point by the August 25th. So does you guys go ahead and linger. We'll talk about the schedule. Everybody else, thanks for coming out and watching, and be safe, be kind, and please play a game. It's kind of fun. Good night, everybody.